Hi guys, welcome to my channel. As you can see, this is my first long format video. This is a series I am starting. In this series, I will try to recreate many Pinterest inspired makeup looks. So let's get started with the video. I didn't entirely copy the makeup look, I recreated it. So something might be different. Today's inspiration is this two makeup look I found in Pinterest. So let's get started. After moisturizing, I am using Maybelline Fitme Hydrating Primer. It gives a dewy base. I don't have many prominent pores, so this primer is enough for me. As you can see, my face looks hydrated and dewy. Next, I am using Blue Heaven Concealer in the shade 201. This is a bit dark for my complexion, so I use this as a color corrector. Also, this concealer has very light coverage, as you can see. This concealer is okayish, not so good, not so bad, just okayish. You can blend it with the brush, but I am using my finger to blend the concealer, so it will look more natural. After that, I am using Maybelline Fitme Concealer in the shade Medium. This is the exact shade match for my skin. It is so blendable and it has a medium coverage. I love this concealer to do my no makeup look on everyday basis. Also, it does settle quickly, so you have to work faster. Next, I am using Maybelline Fitme Foundation in the shade 220. This is the OG foundation. Everyone loves it, and as the oily combination skin girl, I love it as well. It doesn't cling onto my dry patches. It is just perfect. I use very less quantity to do my whole face, and also I use my Mars Tool of Titans foundation brush to blend the foundation. Next, I am using my Swiss Beauty Concealer. The shade of the concealer will be in the description box as I can't remember. This is kind of highlighting shade for me, so as you can see, I used a tiny bit to highlight my face. This concealer is very blendable, and for the price point, it is great. See how flawless my base is looking. Next, I am using Maybelline Fitme powder in the shade 220. I don't know why this shade is kind of light for me. I am only setting the under eye because my under eye creases a lot. So I try to only powder my under eye before doing my cream contour and blush. After that, I am using Maybelline Fitme concealer to contour my face. This shade is quite dark for my complexion, so I use this as a contour. I love the blendability of this concealer and it gives a very natural contour to my face. As you can see, it blends so easily. Now I am using my foundation brush to smoothen the edges of the contour, and also I am further blending it. Now I am setting my base with my compact powder from affordable Maybelline Fitme range. This is my exact match, and this powder is so good and it's also very long lasting. After that, I am using Miss Claire eyebrow pencil in dark brown. This is the cheapest eyebrow pencil I found on Nykaa, and also I am using this pencil for so long. You need a tiny bit to fill both of your brows. Also, it is a bit creamy, so you have to go light-handed with it. Also, I am using the brush to smooth out the pigment. Next, I am using Blue Heaven eyebrow gel to set my eyebrows in place. This is a brown shade. They also has a grey shade. This eyebrow gel is very pigmented as well, so you have to go light-handed with it. Next, I am using a spoolie to further diffuse the pigments. Next, I am using Maybelline Fitme blush. This is my most purchased and most used blush. It has some light shimmer particles, so it gives a glow as well. You can also use this as a blush topper, but as I am going with a glowy base today, so I use this as my blush only. Also, yeah, as you can see, I love to use blushes. Sometimes I go heavy-handed with it because I love sunburnt blushy cheeks. After that, I am using my Maybelline setting spray to set my face. I am using Swiss Beauty Ultimate Shadow Palette in the shade 1, and I am taking the light shade for my crease. After that, I am taking the brown shade from the same palette to further define my crease, and I am creating a V shape in the outer corner of my eye. After that, I am taking Swiss Beauty 05 palette and I am taking the medium brown shade and using it in my outer corner and to define outer third of my under eye. And I am doing the same thing again to increase the intensity. After that, I am using the pinkish light shimmer shade to define my inner corner. After that, I am taking Swiss Beauty 01 palette and taking the maroon darkest shimmer shade from the palette and using it to my whole lid space. I am doing the same thing till I like the intensity of the pigmentation. I am using my finger to deposit the pigment. After that, I am taking Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette and I am taking the matte maroon shade to define my outer V and under eye. Now I'm going back to the Swiss Beauty No. 1 palette and taking the darkest maroon shade to create a small wing. I didn't like the intensity, so I took the Swiss Beauty No. 5 palette and I used the black shade to intensify the wing. Now I like the pigmentation. After that, I am taking Plum Retractable Kajal to do my upper waterline, and now I am taking the black eyeshadow to create a small inner corner. After that, I am taking the same kajal in my waterline in the first half and the last half. I am not using the kajal in my middle part. Now I am using the Swiss Beauty Ultimate Shadow Palette in the shade 5 and taking the brown shade to define my under eye. Okay, so I am watching the reference and I think it looks similar because we both have very much different eye shape. In my eye shape, I think it looks good. After checking the reference, I realized I have to add light shimmer shade in my inner half. So I took the Swiss Beauty Ultimate Shadow Palette in the shade 5 and used the lighter champagne pink color in the inner half of my eye. Okay, now I'm taking my sugar powder contour to contour my face. I love this contour powder. This is the perfect shade for my skin tone, as you can see. It's so blendable, and also I am contouring my nose with the same powder contour. It is a bit intimidating for me to contour my nose with cream contour, so I always use powder contour to contour my nose. Okay, so after that I am using Mars Glowzilla highlighter palette and I am taking these two shades to do my highlighter. I am using it on my usual highlighting places like cheekbone, brow bone, nose, upper lip, forehead area and my chin. I love this palette and you are getting 6 shades in one palette. So you can utilize every shades as you like. Next, I am taking the OG Insta Liner from Lakme to sharpen my wings. I love to do eyeliner and I can do it perfectly every time. You know, it is like years of practice. So now I can do it perfectly every time. Okay, so after that I started to do some experiment. I took my Zudio copper eyeliner and I started to do some graphic liner thingy. At first it looks kind of bad, but I trusted the process and after some trial and error I think I got it. Yeah, I'll say please trust the process. You know, I told you I got it. It looks so good now. I know it is not like my reference picture, but I wanted to create something similar but not entirely same. So I added this small thing. I am satisfied with the graphic liner. Now I have to think about the second eye. I have to copy it to the second eye perfectly to at least make them similar like sisters, not like twins. So I took a big breath and I started doing my eyeliner. I am struggling as you can see, but please trust the process. Yeah, I got it. After that, I took the same Maybelline Fitme blush and added some more blush on my cheek. I don't know, after doing the eyeliner and the eyeshadow, it is looking a bit less in my opinion, so I added more. Next, I am curling my lashes. After that, I am using my Stays 929 tubing mascara to coat my lashes. I love this mascara. It gives perfect volume and length to my lashes as you can see. I don't need any false lashes, and also I don't like false lashes honestly. Okay, so now the lip part. I am taking Mars Age of Desire lip liner in the shade Deep Dawn, and I kind of did overline my lips. And I am also smudging the lip liner. And I am taking the Mars Plush Velvet Bullet lipstick in the shade Burnt Out. When I got this lipstick, it came broken in the package. This lipstick is so creamy and so fragile. I love the color, so I tried to utilize this lipstick. I am dabbing the lipstick on my lip to create a blurry velvety finish. As you can see now, it's looking great. Crazy. After that, I am defining the lip line with the same lip liner to intensify the pigmentation. So after that, I am taking clear gloss from Zudio and I am dabbing the gloss. I like to apply gloss this way because I don't like the feeling of the gloss. I don't know why. I think it looks great. This is my final look. I know I didn't entirely follow my inspiration image, but I don't like to copy any makeup or any art. I always try to add something to make it mine. That's why I added the graphic liner. I think it looks great, like my eyes are looking so much brighter and defined. Also, I added the bow, like my inspiration image. You guys tell me if you like it or not. I'll see you in the next video. For now, bye.